Oh, nothing's going right.
Skip to my loo, my darling.
Hi guys, it's Lou. Remember me? I'm the one that used to make tons of beauty videos. And then I went away for about 2 or 3 years. And then I came back with more beauty videos. And then I disappeared again. Yeah, that was me. Looks like I jumped the gun. So the last time that I came back with some beauty videos, I guess I wasn't feeling it. I was not feeling right about doing these videos, not because I didn't know what I was doing, but because beauty didn't matter to me as much. And that's probably why I did a lot of anti-aging videos. And even that is a little bit, I don't know, maybe not my thing anymore anyway, because we're all aging and there's really not a lot we can do about it. Not a lot we can about the aging process. And I'm talking how we look and what's happening in our lives. And if you guys remember, I became an empty nester, and it was actually not that recent, but almost 2 years ago. And when, I don't want to speak for other people, but when the person that you grew in your belly and brought up for 18 years of your life seeing every day goes away and lives somewhere else, it's a little bit weird to be faced with your life after that. It was very weird for me to identify who I was anymore because, of course, I'm still a parent, but not an active one, not an everyday physical 24/7 parent, just up here. There's a lot up here. Anyway, I think empty nester is a term for the period right after your nest becomes empty of its babies. Your life has to go on. And I think I had trouble identifying what that looked like, who I was and was going to be. Now, I'm pretty sure I titled this video either changing my identity or identifying, I don't know. It's a little bit of a, I don't even know what you call it when you try to catch someone's attention with a risky title or thumbnail, but I'm serious. It's not a trick. We are going to talk about how we identify and changing one's identity, which is something that I am currently doing. Yeah. I'm sure you guys have seen the last few years all this stuff about one's identity, he, she, him, her, they, them. That's not what I'm talking about. Although, I must say, when I buy an airline ticket online and they ask you Miss, Mrs., Mr., Doctor, I put Doctor so I can be fancy for a little bit. They don't know what kind of doctor I am. I could be a doctor of meat or pencils or dinosaurs. What I do worry about is what if I'm on the flight and somebody gets sick and they say, is there a doctor on the plane? And they look at their manifest and they go, oh, Dr. Louisa, come help this guy. He had a heart attack. I'll say, I don't know. All I know is pencils. Anyway, so as I was going through this, I don't know, midlife crisis, that means I need to live until I'm 108. So late midlife crisis sort of thing, and wondering who I was, what I was going to do, I started reading these books on not so much, not self-help, more of improving yourself. And aside from a ton of real estate books, which we will talk about later, I read books like Leveling Up and Atomic Habits. That's one that I really do recommend. Creating Good Habits, Breaking Bad Habits. There is a whole section on how you identify. And this is something that really hit me. It was, if there is a way that you want to be, identify yourself as that. And I guess that kind of does go to the he, she him, her type of thing. Some girls want to identify as he, him, and some boys she, her. If you want to be someone that goes to the gym 5 days a week, you need to identify yourself as someone who does that. If you want to drink 8 glasses of water a day, identify as someone who does that. Those are very simple examples. If you want to identify as somebody very ambitious or somebody that is living their life to the fullest by doing something they actually love for a living, identify as that. Also, I want to add, actually, go back to the drinking water thing. In Atomic Habits, the author, forget his name, I'll put it down in the description box because it's worth it. And I can't say I read it. It was on Audible. I listened to it several times. Anyway, if you want to get in the habit of drinking all this water per day, make it available to yourself. Fill up bottles of water and put them all over your house. And that's actually what I did. I drink out of Starbucks cups water. I put them everywhere, and it really does help. It's there, you drink it. Anyway, back to the more important identity stuff. I actually realized that I wanted to not be someone else, but there were a lot of habits that I wish I had, a lot of things that I wanted to do, but didn't and couldn't because of all this stuff in my head. As much as I wanted to identify as not a beauty influencer or an influencer at all, just someone who consistently made videos, and I wasn't in it 100%. I wasn't identifying with what I was doing. It was not me. Maybe it was when I was 45, I think I started. Yeah. Oh my God. It's a long time. Anyway, I'm not promising anything because I hate to disappoint people, but I would love to identify as someone who made videos at least once a week. And I do plan on it, not necessarily skip to my loo, but design time is something that I feel more connected to. I am more connected to making other things beautiful than I am myself. I feel so much more satisfaction from beautifying a home than I do putting this on every day. And I don't do this every day. It's just for you guys, so I don't scare you. I know I didn't tell you guys this. I have an Etsy store. Well, I had an Etsy store several years ago, and it was doing really well. Actually, I got so many orders all at once that it kind of freaked me out a little bit. I was grateful, but a little bit overwhelmed. So I've had that store sitting empty for a really long time, and I just opened it back up. I'm putting stuff on there every single day, and it kind of is in anticipation of resuming making videos, so they can kind of, it's called Design Time. I'll put a link down in the description box below. I don't have so much stuff on there right now. I'm kind of listing stuff I already have rather than made to order. Oh, I didn't tell you what I did, so that would help. So I am a ceramicist at heart. It is something I love to do. I, for years and years, did sculpting and throwing on the wheel. Anything you could do with clay, I was doing it. I loved it. I still do, but I haven't done it in a long time. Long story short, ceramics takes a long time. You have to make it, let it dry, bisque fire it, glaze it, low fire, high fire, I don't know. It might have changed. It's been years and years. But it's weeks before you get a finished product. Well, I found out that concrete dries really fast, and it's similar. Not quite the same. Well, not the same at all. But you can be creative with that stuff. So what my store sells is concrete decorations, housewares, and jewelry. My most recent obsession is concrete jewelry. I am wearing some right now. I have them on my wrists. I cannot stop making these. It's like I'm in a trance, and I just start creating, and before I know it, 8 hours have passed, and I have not eaten. I have not gone to the bathroom. I don't know where my phone is. It just all comes to me and makes me happy. So you may be seeing some of that kind of stuff on this channel. I'm just going to film whatever I do. hopefully out of the, I think, 134,000 subscribers, I've got a couple hundred of you that will stay with me and watch my videos and that I can communicate with and that might enjoy what I'm doing, even though it may not be beauty or anti-aging related. As you may notice, my camera is kind of far away and I'm sitting on the couch. This is because I don't have to film close up because I'm putting goop on my face or coloring my hair or trying the newest beauty product. I yapped so much that my battery didn't run out, but something ran out. You know how they tell you to sit forward in job interviews to make it more like, you know, you're interested. This is a desk I'm on. Like you're interested and you're trying to get closer to this job. Well, I did that so much once that the person interviewing me said I was a little too aggressive. Maybe I really wanted that job. I got it. So, whatever, lady. Okay, lastly, we're going to talk about one other thing that I'm doing that I'm going to film a lot for Design Time. As you know, I was doing home staging for what seems like ever, off and on. And for those of you that are new here and still here on this very boring video, which might as well be a podcast because all I'm doing is talking. If you don't want to look at me, just listen. Everybody has a podcast. Okay, home staging is where you take a house that's going to be for sale and you make improvements to it to make it more appealing to the buyer by, if it's empty, furnishing it, putting art around. It's not that simple. Or if it's occupied, you tell the homeowners, this is how you're going to have to live while your house is for sale, and you tell them to put stuff away, you declutter, yada yada. Well, that's what I did for years. And I do something similar, but it's on a sort of bigger scale and a different scale. Instead of staging the homeowner's home for the buyer, I am going in with the buyer before they purchase the house. Oh my God, my battery's running out. Oh, nothing's going right. Hold on, please. Hopefully that's similar to where I had it before. If not, I don't know. Anyway, I forget where I was, but I go with the buyer inside of the home that he will, or she will be potentially purchasing, and I evaluate it on its investability. I don't want to say flippability because I don't work like that. I don't do flips. I do really good, solid renovations and improvements that increase the value of the home, which staging does too. It increases the value of the home because it looks better, it's presented better, it looks more expensive. Anyway, it's kind of like a contractor would be with a flipper, but I am a project manager for investors. So I've done a couple of these in the past few months, and I do love to do this. It is something that gives me great satisfaction to see before and afters. I wish I would have filmed it, but it's not too late. It's still happening. But I am looking for a home for myself to purchase and to live in while I renovate it. So I think in the next few videos, whether it's here or on Design Time, I'll get into, well, I wouldn't really do that on Design Time. It's a little bit more formal on there because I'm trying to do how-tos and before and afters, whereas here we're just going to have fun and be girlfriends and boyfriends. Him, her, she, he, doctor, not doctor. Anyway, I've missed you guys so much. Thank you for watching this video. I look forward to making more because I now identify as someone who makes videos all the time. I'll see you guys very soon. Love you. Bye.